Hi, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thanks so much for dropping by. Why the Philippines? Why not somewhere else? What makes the Philippines absolutely amazing when you really think about it? You know something? Our channel goes into many different topics, but this is one we never get tired of. And it's one we always get questions about. So let's talk about it.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
So let's talk about why the Philippines and why not somewhere else. And we can make this a really short video. We really and truly can. It's simple. It doesn't matter. It can be somewhere else. But think about the Philippines for some more than obvious reasons. Things that apply to both you and your future. All right? Now, number one, the Philippines has one of the fastest growing economies in Southeast Asia. And with that being said, things have gotten more expensive. Now, when I say more expensive, how is that not a bad thing? Well, it is and it isn't. First off, it's still far less expensive than, say, America or the or Australia or UK. It's still less expensive than there. The cost of living, the basic cost of living, because here you can live in any range you want to live in. If you want to live like a homeless person in LA lives, you can do that here. All right. You can live a very, very, very basic lifestyle, or you can live a very rich lifestyle. All right. I was looking at some properties, which led me to look at other properties, not properties that we were interested in or properties that we would actually think of, where the starting prices were over $1 million US. And then I was looking at some other properties where for $85,000, you get a lot. And those were high end condos. All right. Then I saw actually, depending on if you want to live in the province, well, we already know we have a condo here in Angeles City and we have a home in Mindanao. And you can scale pricing in any direction. But affordability, that's one of the biggest issues. Number two, it is a country full of great people. Now, every country, every destination, every place you're going to go has good and bad things or good and bad people. But to hear about people that get ripped off, to hear about scams, to hear about this and that, I just remind you, why don't you go to any one of the five major news networks, all right now in the US and look at the violence, look at the financial situation, look at the inflation, look at it's the same. Number three, the visa process, where Thailand is making it more and more and more difficult for visitors to have long time stays. The Philippines is making it easier, absolutely easier. You don't need to get a special visa in advance to come to the Philippines if you're from the America or from many, many other countries, including Australia and the UK. You can stay on your initial visa If you do it the right way, up to 59 days, you can do 30 days, then 59, then extend into 6 months. And you can stay without leaving the country for 3 years. At the end of 3 years, you have to fall into a couple of different categories to stay, or you can hop on a plane, go to Thailand, have some great green curry chicken, and come back. It's that simple, and you're good for another 3 years. Um, if you are a spouse, getting a spousal visa, a 13A here, is, in our experience, a piece of cake. It was easy. I'm married to a Filipina. All right. Now, my wife spent over 2 years in the United States. She has a bank account in the U.S. She learned to drive and had a car. She has a Social Security number. And we had a very comfortable life in the U.S. But she chose to want to return to her family here in the Philippines. I chose, since my only family really is my daughter, to bring my daughter here every year to visit. So it was a natural move for us. It really and truly was. With the visa process being what it is, the 13A piece of cake. If you're a retired veteran of many different countries, you can get a special retirement visa, all right? SRRV. We have tons of friends that have gotten it. Do it. Piece of cake. All right. Now, that does vary. I mean, I'm going to be honest. You're going to be involved in a environment and culture where things move about the speed of smell. I mean, it's not fast. The lines, appointments, missed appointments. I mean, there's all kinds of negative things. But I would say that there are all kinds of negative things where you are. You can live on different budgets, and those budgets can go from one end to the other. I mean, we travel all over the Philippines: Boracay, Bohol, Panglao, El Nido, Puerto Princesa. The list goes on. We go to Manila for long weekends sometimes, for some of the more higher end or varied or recent shopping. Okay, visiting friends as well. But that's not, that's us. What about you? All right, you, and why would you choose the Philippines? Well, healthcare. They have very good health care depending on where you live in the Philippines. And for most retirees, you're going to live in a relatively large community. I said most. There are a lot of retirees or people that even move and just choose to be that way that live in smaller provincial communities. But good health care is available here at a very, very reasonable rate. Okay? Let's see here. I think one of the most overlooked reasons for the Philippines is adventure. Every day is an adventure. Every day something changes. Sometimes a little bit more frustrating, sometimes a little less, but every day is an adventure. And there's so many places to see and do. I mean, quite honestly, if you want to, go back and look at some of our videos. Secret Lagoon and island hopping in El Nido. Swimming with whale sharks in Bohol. We're not any different than you. We want to be happy in our life, and that's the bottom line. And we're happy in our life. We're very happy. We love it here. I mean, frustration once in a while, sure. Aren't you frustrated at home? Shit, I can't tell you how many arguments I got into with our HOA back in Phoenix, Arizona. It's, I'll put it to you like this. I bet I've got over the years, all right, 20 years in that house. Well, no, not 20, but close. I bet I got $1,000 worth of homeowners association fines for various bullshit reasons. Yeah, I broke the rule. I thought it was a stupid rule, but I did. I broke it. But that's my point. When you think about it, why not the Philippines? Why not give it a try? Why not come over and take a look at what your lifestyle would be like and take a look at what your finances would afford you to do it? We highly recommend this. You know, we tell everybody, come here and scout it out. Don't make a commitment. Come here, visit, spend a week or two in 4 or 5 different destinations, okay? And then decide what you would and would not like. But that's the real honest truth. Look, we really appreciate you taking the time to watch us. Please do subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Otherwise, start planning now. Thanks.